chase me. Come roll with me in my Mercedes. Hold up, I see they broke, I see they lazy. Man, they money slim, they acting shady. I'm in my brand new car, who wanna race? Girl, you ain't come up on, so why you showing up? Never. I'm taking them shots, my partners, they loaded up. Man, on the low, all these we I get some material. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we making noise. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we making noise. Hold up, we them boys.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, what they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that, the hood call it Ludic. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million. This last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do,
all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Cali, back it up, my call me loco. Down for, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler mud life. We all in all black, it's like life.
All we do is win.
You riding to what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Heat in the kitchen, hot on the stove, water getting boiled. Being sold, Snoopy in the hookie, system overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them, bust till I burst them up, floss them up, toss them up, harder one, close them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up, brace you up, bless you, bro, don't mess with us. We like the U in the 80s, back to back, set a track, hit the lick, get it back, get the trick, jump the track. I want my money back, time and time again, while I'm sipping on this. Al Davis said it best, just win, baby, win.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody and they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Yeah, I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love her, they just love her. How we live.
You was never around, had to hold it down. We the youngest, we was thuggin', you was never found. What's that feeling? I'm the realest. All them nights I had to struggle trying to find some dinner. They don't really love me, they not really for me. When I die, is you gon' show up to the ceremony? I just bought a Bentley, just to bet you Christian Louboutin to make a switch religion. I'm not stupid, baby, but the mansion is. Me and Benji are related like we're relatives. Brought the millions in. Go and get it, I'm the shit and don't need no laxative.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love her, they just love her. How we live.
They say in due time, but my watch broke. I know. It's a cold world, but we got coats. We grinding to make it. Yes. We shining, they hate. Yes. We bored or we fall. Every diamond's a flagrant. I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing them over. I'm backing them down. Standing tall like a soldier. These players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with Ken and Ace at a table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem, baby? Raised out of Harlem, baby. What's driving my mama crazy? Crazy. They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. Harder than ever to
I
live
get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. And they don't love her, they just love her. How we live. Have faith a minute, put your trust in nobody. Yeah. I said have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Have faith a minute, put your faith in nobody. I done been around, halfway around the globe, probably still ain't met nobody that seem picture perfect. We all buy lies, depends on the purchase. You can't walk a mile in my shoes, cause I'm steady running like water can't break. Let's just buy a pregnant woman. So I had to earn life, road to the riches, wouldn't change it for the turnpike. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. And they don't love us, they
how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. How we live it, how we live it. They don't love her, they just love her. How we live it, how we live.
Better know I'm really on it. Driving better on it. Money is involved. Better know I'm on it. And that's wording to my mother. Gotta get it one way or another. I put that on my brother. I'm out here on the come up, but it's same old. Just a different day. Out here trying to get it. Each and every way. Mama need a house. Baby need some shoes. Times are getting hard. Guess what I'ma do? Hustle. Hard, hustle, hard, hard. Closed mouths don't get fed on this boulevard.
Oh, DJ Khaled, Convict Music. We the best. Yeah, we taking over.
Listen, spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on to North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ask Cali. Catman out Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing that spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel here switching. Red light stop, make it drop for the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spit all with it. Say you need I said, I get it.
If you want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking
It's what I does. I get money every day I does that. It's how I ride. Black flag on the left too. Ride, you better move. Yeah, get shit like shine, that's on my neck. I'm big like Diddy. I'm with it. Cali, we get it. Biggie in my city. Please don't fit it. Hit them too. The bread and get stupid. Silly. Money that come, run it like water. Mommy so hot. Miami on fire, you better be. Might get on the porch of your fortress. Yeah, they see it, but no one reports it. I run in, strip routes,
Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
BXTF, listen to that when you see. Better duck like the Mac, gotta ease past. What? I don't give a f***, I run these streets, y'all talk that. I want that beef. I'ma tell you like a G told me, they'll come back quick if cash rule everything around me. I'm YA and that boss GT. Coming down Sunset, sitting on D. Feeling like Pac, all eyes on me. Fresh bandana and I'm mad trees. Please, I spit every verse. Some say Cali, some say Khalid. 12 years down and I'm finally
If you
free.
want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. 'Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Birdman dead, I'm number one. Can't make me wrong, so we got him done. The family, I'ma give him some. Spent that conda, he didn't run. Sunday had a whole church singing a song. Why they had to send my baby home? With some that paper long, been a G in the game now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they
And just before the game, the championship ring is distributed to the players by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for this team and their fans. Andre Iguodala.
Respect this here. Check. I'm from where the hammers rung. News cameras never come. When your man's hunging at me, versing your rhyme. With it slung. Vanish every summer. Where the blue vans would come. We throw the work in the can and run. Where the plans was to get funded. Skate up the set to achieve this goal quick. Faced with immeasurable odds, still I gave straight bets. Someone felt the most something and you nothing. Check. I'm from the other side where other guys don't walk too much. And girls from the projects when they said we talk too much. So they ran up the times and sought them dudes to trust. I don't know what the f they foul just like us. I'm from where the beef is inevitable. Summertime's unforgettable. Boosters in abundance. Buy half price sweater new. The word was everything, so everything you said you do, you did it. Couldn't talk about it if you ain't living. I'm from where pull your car and argue all day about who's the best MCs. Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. With Z-Ball and thugs all with odds. At each other's throats.
Well, we can finally say the NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. And going against New Orleans, their first game of the NBA's regular season. They met last season in the first round, sweeping the series to advance.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
For New Orleans. Anthony Davis is out there with Shorty, and there's Captain Clutch. Then it's Shorty, and it's Smith in at the 2 guard. Count that one. Captain Clutch has got his first points of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
It's Curry with the drive. Here's Iguodala. And it's off the background, no good. On defense, the Warriors. And there's the pass to Captain Clutch. 3-pointers off the mark. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number clocked time for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Now Davis. After the missed 3 from Iguodala, Jenkins. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Curry dishes to Green. Boga kicks to Curry. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
There's Captain Clutch.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Portland Trailblazers at Moda Center. For Portland, they're excited to be back out on the floor for game number 1 of the season, and I don't think anyone has doubts that they want to send a strong message tonight. and tip off the new season with a win. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great team?
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Trailblazers will look to their home court advantage just one game here in Portland. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year. In the season before, they completely controlled the series 3-0.
And you know, last year, not a huge talent discrepancy between these teams, but they still managed to win every game in the season series.
You know, you can call it luck, favorable matchup, favor. They ran the table. We'll see if that continues here tonight, guys.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. We've got Shorty out there with Davis, and it's Smith, and it's Captain Clutch with the one.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
4 on the shot clock. He used that pick to perfection.
Boy, that pick was a thing of beauty by Kaman.
Portland on defense. It's a 3-point game. The pass to Jenkins. Here's Captain Clutch, covered by Lillard. Here's Captain Clutch from the high post. He drills it. Captain Clutch has got his first 2 points of the night.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
And it's Kaman missing.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Aminu grabs the miss. The Trailblazers have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game.
And thinking back to the Pelicans playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Here's Captain Clutch following the basket by Gerald Henderson. Chris Kaman with the rebound.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here is Smith. Here's Captain Clutch, covered by Lillard.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
There's the steal. It's
Super. Future. I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay from good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hate. No Bugatti. I woke up in a new 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 Bugatti.
We hating on riches of 100K I spent that on my wrist. $200 spent that on your model, put that on my list. Or that he going that foreign again. In the scene, bring the core in the end. We should have wrote. The ring go, I won't call her again. Woke up early this morning. Crib as big as a college. Me up under the loudest. Whipping some with no mileage. Diamonds cost me a fortune. Them horses all in them Porsches. Can't handle afford it. 4,200 my mortgage. Falling on my Corbett. You haters, you bore me. Only the real get a piece of the plate. Reppin' my city and running my state. Keep me up, through they run with the. Won't beef, then I visit your place. Bang.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay no good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
And I'm at it again. There go that flow, bringing tragedy in. Cop me a chain, your salary spent. Just we bring them cavities in. Counting money, hourly trend. Letting them seem like Olsen twins. Squares, cabinet bins. Neck full of gold, Olympian. Demons, I'm blowing the check on the gear. Falling soon, then hop on the leer. Strap with them poppers in back of the rear. Sock passe, them is here. Woke up early this morning. Mine is telling me money. Paper, moolah. Pockets as fat as a tumor. Me in the no rumor. Living my life off a tuna. Want it with me, I deliver the beef. Ribs only enjoying the feast. Pull up a seat, bon appetit. No Louboutins when they're red on your sleeves. Bang, 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 bang.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay no good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Photographs of dope boys. It's all they taking. Fingerprints on a Rolls Royce. It's why they hating. Push a button on his broke boys. As detonation, walk the road to riches bare feet. I watch mama struggle, now she living carefree. That's why I hustle for that half a that's 12 G's. I'm trying to bubble every summer a new LP. You gotta love me, I got shooters out the D-League. Signing bone and hit that man that's from 30 feet. Left in the puddle, fingerprints is on 100 mil. That's what it is, Ricky Rose and Ace Hood. We have a trip, yeah.
I come looking for you with Haitians.
What you know about this?
I stay no good Jamaican.
We the best. Double M.
From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Ricky Ross, T-Pain.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. But I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454 in the hood. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the boss.
Baby, we make magic. Come home with a thug, let's get cracking. Always well, baby, cause happen. She got the back seat, just a freak in the hopped in the tray, just to let the top back and thank God for the day. Who gives a what a hater gotta say? I made a couple $1 million last year. Still in the streets, strapped with them things. She in love with a G, so she tatted my name. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. 10 black made backs, back to back in the lane. I'ma make it rain, then I'ma make it back. You are just a lame little homie, that's a fact. Working with the police, acting like you know me. Fresh out of jail already in your
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. But I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454 in the hood. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the boss.
T-Pain.
Boss, 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 boss. This shorty straight digging me, and I ain't even rich. I know you is on the sideline like ain't that I'm on my job, and I ain't getting off, cause it's just another day in the life of the
I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. Got the biggest star, Spanish bras, no.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. For Miami, they've got the benefit of starting out the season right at home in an atmosphere that's getting ready to explode to celebrate opening night. They are going to be amped to go after win number 1. And another NBA season about to start. Shaq, we've talked about it. You can feel, I don't know, an air of excitement that's a little different than in years past.
There's a number of talented teams all wanting that ring. I've said this before. Kenny has said it many times. It could be one of the best seasons we've seen in a while, including what Golden State did last year in the ring.
That was an incredible run. But some teams that looked unstoppable last year will start to show some cracks in there.
We're here in Miami, Florida, and a look here at the downtown against the sunset. Just absolutely beautiful. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. And this matchup with Charlotte, first game of the NBA season for them. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly.
their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
They know they're the better team and out to prove as much tonight. They split the season series a year ago, but they want to change that.
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best. We taking over. Listen.
Spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. On up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ass Cali, Catman, Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel and switching. Red light stop, make it drop for the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Kane got the crown, then spit out with it. Say you need I said, I get it.
If you want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Checking out the Hornets, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. Last year, the Hawks were really the surprise story of the NBA. A lot of what they did came through teamwork. Shaq, do you think they're like the prime example of a team being greater than the sum of its parts?
Ernie, let me give you a Shaq fact about the Hawks. Nobody on the Hawks last season averaged over 17 points. They had 6 players averaging double digits. So with the Hawks, it was a complete team effort. Played very, very well.
Yeah, you.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And a one-game homestand for Atlanta as the Hawks will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. This is their first chance this season playing Charlotte. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And 2 teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
Yeah, you know, they split the season series, Greg. And you look at it, was it matchups? Perhaps good fortune or luck? Tonight we'll increase the sample size by 1 game and see who comes out on top.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Captain Clutch is out there with Smith. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Shorty, and it's Jenkins in at the 5 down low. T gets to Horford. Sefolosha passes to Corbin. Cephalosha. Millsap a screen. Shot clock at 6. Cephalosha dishes to Millsap. Right side T. Pulls it from 20. Rebound by Smith. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.